What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to make a video about a positive show that I saw, this beautiful movie that's out now on Netflix called The Perfect Find. It's based off of the book by Tia Williams, and it stars Gabrielle Union and Keith Powers. Okay, their chemistry was amazing in this movie. So Jenna Jones, former It Girl fashion editor, is broke and desperate for a second chance. When she's dumped by her longtime fiance and fired from Darling magazine, she begs for a job from her old arch nemesis, played by Gina Torres. Okay, the arch nemesis is named Darcy Vale. So the beyond annoying publisher of Darzine magazine, Darcy agrees to hire her rival only because her fashion site needs a jolt from Jenna's old school cred. So she's really good at what she does. She was just in a slump after being dumped by a man that she dated for 10 years. So when Jenna soon realizes that she's in over her head, she's working with a digital savvy millennial half her age. And she's never even been on Twitter. So she pretends to be still a fashion somebody while living a lie. She sold her designer wardrobe to afford her studio, and now she quietly wears Walmart's finest. Worse, the 22-year-old that she's working with is driving her crazy. Okay, so that's played by Keith Powers. Wildly sexy with a smile, Jenna feels Eric Combs, okay, who's way off limits but is too delicious to resist. So that's the snippet from the book. But I love this movie so much, and I'm going to tell you guys why. First of all, Keith Powers, I guess, living under a rock because he is gorgeous and he's dating Ryan Destiny. And the movie, though, is so good because it's funny. The soundtrack is amazing. Like, amazing, amazing. Okay. I hope it wins all the awards. But I love seeing Janet Hubert, back from the old Aunt Viv, back from her hiatus. And I love seeing her play Gabrielle Union's mom. And I loved, seeing Lala Anthony, who's playing one of her best friends. T.S. Madison was hilarious in the movie as well. So she's crying over her dead peacock named Taraji P. Henson. Like, I love when movies have callbacks to the culture. I love the fact that, this was a feel good romance. Like, I love a good rom com without the trauma, without the drama, without the, hardship. There was no slave narratives. There was no, suffering, right? Beyond, of course, Gabrielle Union's character, Jenna Jones, being dumped. But it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. Like, you could have swapped this movie out with any ethnicity and it would have worked perfectly. So she basically, Jenna Jones meets Yummy, Eric, who's played by Keith Powers. She meets him at a party and they make out, and then she runs into him later when she finds out that it's the son of her boss. But I love their love story. I love the slow build, the flirtatious banter between the two. Keith did a really, really good job of conveying someone who was interested but not too, he wasn't like overbearing, right? He shares with her that, he used to date this 22-year-old ballerina. And then, of course, they meet up. And then Gabrielle Union plays like the jealous lover. But she is really scared for her career because she's just getting back on her feet. So she tries to keep him under wraps. And so while in her jealousy, he's like, well, I'm tired of being your secret. So, give me a kiss right now in front of everybody. And she's like, I can't. And he's like, yeah, that's what I thought. And she's like, that's not fair. But of course, Darcy finds out. And Gina Torres is a gem. You know, I loved her on Suits. I love her in just almost everything that she does. And so this was nothing less than masterful as well. She plays the heck out of Darcy. And when she finds out, she lets them have it. Okay. And I love that, you know, Jenna Jones kind of, you know, slinks away in disgrace. But they end up coming back together because of, well, I'm not going to, I don't want to give you guys any spoilers, but they come together for a big event at the end. And yeah, this was just a breath of fresh air. It made me laugh. It made me smile. The supporting actors, like I said, were hilarious. It was shot really well. The lighting was great. But the music, I think, was my favorite part. It was so nostalgic. There was Remy Ma in there as well. It was a callback to old Black Hollywood. They featured so many of our old, you know, film treasures. And I loved everything about this movie. I really wished that Hollywood, you know, Netflix would make more lighthearted Black romantic comedies. I think, you know, it reminds me a lot of Love Jones. It was in that same lane, that same genre, where it was two people, despite, you know, the craziness in their lives, come together and fall in love and just have that sensual, smoky chemistry that Lorenz Tate and Nia Long showed us so long ago. But I just really wanted to bring this to you guys because after the Love and Marriage Huntsville uh, recaps that I did, I'm like, you know what? I want to change lanes and focus on a really great movie that's out right now. Please go see it. Please support them. I want to go see The Blackening. So if I do have a chance to go see that, I'll make a recap of that as well. But yeah, this movie was so great. I think that Gabrielle Union is one of my favorite actresses. She has been, you know, a boss since Bring It On, you know, ISIS back then. And Keith Powers, I'm definitely going to keep him on my radar now because I wasn't as familiar with his work as I am now. And one of the things that Gabrielle said, she said working with Keith was so easy because of the love that he has for Ryan. And I thought that was beautiful, you know, like that's what I love. I love beautiful Black love stories because oftentimes they're attached to way too much trauma and suffering, whether it's in real life, like reality TV, Carlos King, or traumatic movies. And it's like, no, our love and our lives are so varied and it's not a monolith. And I want us to be celebrated, you know, not just tolerated. So with that being said, please go, you know, see the movie. If you have seen it, drop down in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Go listen to that soundtrack. If it comes out, let me know. I'll go pick it up as well, just to support them. And shout out to Tia Williams. This movie, her book is amazing. I might even read the book just because I'm so blown away by the movie. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will talk with you later. Take care, Aces. Bye.